It was a typical Saturday morning when I walked into the living room and saw my husband Aaron sitting there, holding my phone. His face looked ashen, almost ghostly, and an unsettling feeling began to settle in my chest. Something was wrong. I could feel it. I asked him what was bothering him, but he didn't answer right away. Instead, he handed me the phone with a shaky hand. The screen displayed an old video, one I had long forgotten about. I hit play, my pulse speeding up as the footage began to play. It was from a trip I'd taken with friends over a year ago, at a seaside cottage. We were having a great time, sipping drinks and enjoying each other's company. What started as innocent fun took a turn when I kissed a stranger while a friend filmed it for a laugh. At the time, it seemed like a silly, forgettable moment, something we all laughed off and never spoke about again. I didn't think it was worth remembering. But now, seeing Aaron's pale face as he watched it, I realized how wrong I was. Aaron didn't look angry, he just looked deeply hurt. His expression was full of pain, and I felt a heavy weight in my chest. I understood that the real betrayal wasn't in the kiss, but in keeping it from him for so long. After the video ended, he sat still, not saying anything. His breathing was shallow, his eyes filled with unshed tears, but he held them back. He didn't yell. He didn't throw accusations. Instead, he simply said, "I believed in you." His voice was quiet and cracked. I never thought I'd be the one sitting here watching this. I tried to explain myself, tried to make him understand that it was a drunken mistake, but my words felt empty. I could see it in his eyes. The part of him that had trusted me was gone. Without saying another word, he calmly walked to our bedroom, packed a suitcase, and left. I followed him, pleading for him to talk, to let me fix things. But his silence was louder than anything he could have said. That night he left. He told me he needed space, but weeks passed without any contact. I reached out, sending him texts and calling him, even going to his parents' house, but he wouldn't see me. Everyone told me he was different, distant and withdrawn, barely eating or talking. It hurt to know that I was the cause of it all. Not just the kiss, but the secrecy. The trust between us had been broken, and that hurt far more than the act itself. We used to be best friends before we were partners. We shared everything. The shows we loved, the late-night drives, the inside jokes that only we understood. That bond was shattered now, all because of one mistake I thought didn't matter. I kept thinking about the video, how it came back to haunt us, wondering if one of my friends had uploaded it somewhere, or if Aaron had stumbled across it by chance. Either way, I couldn't shake the feeling that fate was forcing me to face a secret I had kept hidden for far too long. After almost a month, I received an email from Aaron. It was brief and to the point. He said he wasn't ready to forgive me, that he might never be able to. He told me he still loved me, but love wasn't enough anymore. Trust, once broken, couldn't be easily repaired. His final words were, "I don't recognize you anymore." I read that line over and over, each time feeling the sharp sting of truth. I wanted to argue, to tell him I was still the same person, but deep down, I knew he was right. I had betrayed him and broken his trust, and no amount of words could fix that. As time passed, Aaron never returned. From what I heard, he didn't date anyone else. He threw himself into his work and traveled. I stayed in the same apartment, surrounded by reminders of what we once had. Our couch, the mug he always used, the photos on the walls. I'd see him sometimes in town, and while he didn't avoid me, there was no warmth in his eyes. It was as if a part of him had shut down that day, never to return. I've tried to move on, to forget the past and heal, but some mistakes leave a permanent mark. Some moments, like that video, are forever etched in my mind. I wish I could go back and undo it all, but regret doesn't change anything. It only shows the price of a single misstep when everything you love is at stake. The truth is, after that video, my husband was never the same, and neither was I.